right, welcome everybody to another episode of the Dan's Playing Book of War here on Wandering DM's channel. Thanks for joining us. Sorry we're a couple minutes late tonight. Getting ready here. Behind the scenes, as always. And if you're new to the stream and you're wondering what you're looking at, Book of War is our lightweight, easy-to-learn, fast-paced war game that's compatible with classic D&D, like BX or First Edition or things like that. And I've had it on the market for a number of years, and we are continuing to playtest hopefully a second edition at some point. And I also run billions of computer simulations to make sure that it's balanced and compatible with, consistent with classic D&D. And if you want to know more, you can see oedgames.com to learn more about that. So thanks for joining us. And Dan, as always, thanks for joining me again.
Of course, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
So it is finally warming up here in New York.
It really is.
Got the window open here.
Yeah.
I don't think we need the AC on yet, but I'm thinking about exactly when.
It's beautiful.
I think my school switches like around now. Actually, I think they're involved. Like this week, my school switches from heating to AC on the central air. So of course, my neighbor is leaving right now on their rather loud motorcycle. So we'll just let them take off and have a good evening cruising around New York on their motorcycle. So, hey Julian, thanks for tuning in. So, a couple things. I finally got an opportunity this afternoon, and I know that none of you have had time to see this, but I finally got an opportunity to reply to a couple things on Discord on the Book of War channel. So, among other things, Dan,
yes,
and you'll process this later.
Yeah.
The your issue of the paper tiles,
yes,
that are rectangular instead of square, like most
right.
of our miniatures are. So I had my stab to
nice.
just adding to the mix among other people's good ideas.
Yeah, looking forward to reading that.
There.
I skimmed it and I thought
Yeah.
I thought it made sense, but I need to read it more carefully. Looking forward to that. Thank you for simulating it.
It's an interesting. You're welcome. That's an interesting problem that you posed, honestly. And as I think Josh said, I think historically it actually makes sense to have charging horses just be single file. That's
right.
Probably what made more sense. So thinking about that, which is actually not the normal model that I'm assuming for Book of War, actually.
Right.
So it makes sense to think about that, and maybe it's actually higher fidelity if you do that maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but it was a problem that I never would have thought of myself if I hadn't found these, paper cutouts in this weird shape and tried to make them work. And then I suddenly realized, wait a minute, this doesn't make sense anymore. This is like fundamentally broken now. And what is the fix? So it sounds like we had some good, ways to attack it. I mean, it sounds to me like just glue two together.
Yeah, that's my main. That was my main. My initial stab is just glue two of those together. Yeah. Call it two figures. Yeah. Call everything on the board two figures.
Two figures. Yeah.
Right.
That more or less works.
Yeah.
Roughly.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's the thing that's going to be closest to the valuation and balancing that we've got going on in Book of War.
All right.
So there's a couple other options. Is there any? The idea is that you should be able to fairly conveniently assemble, like I've got miniature figures and they're a mishmash of classic Warhammer stuff and D&D miniatures, or you could use battle system tokens or counters.
Right.
And they tend to be, similar sized.
Yeah.
I want to say, admittedly, I have not seen, rectangular in the other orientation before you brought this up, so I never thought about that.
Yeah, well, I would love to find more, and I'm still trying to convince you to make paper flat tokens, because I think it's the sort of thing that maybe a broader audience can just put in a shoebox or whatever and get out when they want to play without having to commit to these models, which are beautiful.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, that's going to be right there like, no, I'm not going to buy models.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I
tend to look for, the dollar store, near us tends to have these bags of kind of old school plastic miniatures, and the ones that they have in stock are usually World War II soldiers,
right.
or Cowboys and Indians or something like that. And maybe I should, I tend to suggest maybe get some of those and just, put them together super cheap.
Yeah.
For something to move around the table.
Yeah,
the paper counters are a great, first
Mm-hmm.
starting point, and that's certainly what I did as a kid.
Yeah.
Chop stuff out of cardboard a lot. So
Yeah.
I've certainly had my hands on that a lot.
Yeah, cool. Cool.
So as we continue to play test some stuff, the thing that we're going to change up tonight to see how it feels to us is I'm bringing my army's led by a wizard tonight to see how the targeting of the fireball lightning bolts works.
Yeah.
And the core rule that I've been planning on having, and here's Yella, you could come with us if you like, or you can go to Mom. So how we've been working that up until now, what I've been expecting for the core rule is straight out of classic chainmail. Is that, and it's the origin of fireballs and lightning bolts in D&D is that the player has to call a range without measuring.
Right.
And so last time I was saying I'm shooting my fireball 20 inches or I'm shooting it 18 inches, hoping to land on the right place.
Right.
And I did a good job last time. I had some clues coming in as to what the range was going to be for a key shot where my wizard wound up eliminating your wizard.
Yeah. Yeah.
So not many games do it that way anymore, and obviously that got kind of scrubbed out of D&D itself over the years.
Yeah.
So an alternative that I've been planning on having in the book all along, and what I actually do in my D&D games nowadays for fireballs and lightning bolts, is if it's long range, if it's more than half, more than 12 inches, you roll 2d6.
Right.
And you're going to point at, I want it to land here. And if the 2d6 comes up 7, it lands right on that spot.
Yeah.
And every count over is 1 inch long.
Right.
And every count under is 1 inch short.
Yeah.
And again, that's basically the chainmail catapult variation rule, which is an option in chainmail. It's the same as original D&D. There's a bombing rule.
Really?
Yeah, there's actually a bombing rule in original D&D.
Oh, aerial combat?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So if you've got a rock or something dropping rocks, you totally do that. You roll this 2d6, and on a 7, it's a hit, and long or short.
I love it.
Yeah. So it's in there. I don't mind that. Now, and that's what we do if my wizard's shooting their fireball more than 12
range,
inches.
What would be
Right.
because it's 24 total. So
Correct.
It's the same like long range for a missile.
Correct.
Okay.
Exactly. And if I'm shooting 12 inches or less, then we just assume that I put it right where I want to.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that you were suggesting a change like that.
Yes.
Last time. Maybe what is your argument? What is your argument in favor of changing that?
So I think a couple things. One, the gathering of information. So it's one thing with missiles where you can sort of visually see whether a missile falls short or whatever, but with these fireballs or electric bolts, it was unclear to me. In the game, in a meta sense, you gain information from somebody trying to shoot you with a wand by seeing was it actually 24 inches, etc. How would that work with actual wizard observing another wizard? Because that wizard would have no idea what the intention was. So that was one thing. Does that make sense?
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see
and then
that.
the other thing was that it just mechanically felt very different. And totally acknowledging the chainmail precedent, which you just explained. For those of us familiar with playing D&D and not chainmail.
Got it.
And here's why.
Yeah.
Even though the rule was the same for many editions, it completely morphed in meaning when you're using a grid.
Yes.
Because it almost makes no difference the fact that you're calling the range, because you can literally just visually look at the range. And so all it means is you're saying who you want to shoot within your range.
Yeah.
So I think that's the part that feels to me like, well, everything else in D&D, you have some probability of hitting and some expected value and some distribution, where this all of a sudden is like, how good are you at guessing distances? And what is as you said, it's sort of getting into some game theory about who you can force to shoot and will they miss.
Right.
All of which is to say, it starts to feel less beginner-friendly to me, which I think is one of your goals.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my Yeah, those are my reasons.
I think those are strong, and what we're going to do tonight is what I do in D&D nowadays, and I was totally meaning to have this as an optional rule. My counter argument would have been, just so I put it on the table, that the estimating of distances and ranges is totally part of the game already, as far as movement or charging, or am I going to get in combat, or do I have ranged missile fire? So to me, it felt at least consistent with that.
Yes,
estimating the range is part of the game, certainly.
It certainly is at the limit. So for everything else, it really only comes into play if it's like, am I in or out of range, right? Isn't that for the most part where it started?
Yeah,
right.
Good point.
Which is different with this.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Yeah. So that's again.
Okay.
Subtle, but
okay. Okay. That's actually a good argument. And so on that point, let's assume with my wizard with a fireball wand, I have to call that I'm shooting fireballs before I measure, and if it's beyond 24, then I'm just out of luck.
Yes.
And assuming it's in the 24, then I get my die roll.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. Okay. I see that. So I still have to at least estimate whether I'm at least within the 24 or not.
Yeah, and you still have to estimate from a strategy perspective whether you're within 12.
I like it.
Don't you think?
I like it. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Because your odds go way down.
Yeah.
It's like 75% or something.
You're right.
Yeah.
Now, admittedly, last time, part of what happened is we had two wizards trying to duel long range.
Yes.
We're not going to have that happening tonight.
No.
But I want to try the alternative. And viewers, when I start shooting fireballs, feel free to leave a comment about whether that feels better or worse to you than what we were doing last time. So, a couple of things. So, still, question mark for me about, I guess, what should be the core rule. Okay, so I got my wizard spell. So, on that point about what we brought, Dan, you walked in tonight and you said, "I hope you're not angry with me. I'm trying to break the game." So, how are you trying to break the game with your army tonight, Dan?
Hey. So I brought 49. That's going to annoy Dan, Delta Dan. I got 49 goblin archers. Figures of them. So that's 490, right?
Right.
I got 3 figures of ogres, which is 30 ogres. And I got 8 figures of wolf riders, goblin wolf riders, with an embedded chaotic 12th level lord on horseback.
Okay. Okay. So obviously, just remind myself of their special abilities. So, boy, almost. I'm just going to mentally assume it's 50 goblin archers. How many units is that? Is that?
Oh, I've got
units?
I've got them in units of, so their value is 6 each, and I've got them in units of 10, so it's 60 each.
Crazy. Okay.
And then the odd man was, but we're not talking about that.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. 6.
So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 unit, 5 units.
5 units. Okay, 5 units of goblin archers. Crazy. Okay. And again, this is a tactic. Occasionally, Isabel has brought an enormous number of goblin archers. Never this many. I think you have a higher value of goblin archers than we actually used to play for whole armies between me and Isabel.
Well, I have a clarifying question. If after rolling initiative I decide I want to merge some of these into a bigger, I still have that option.
You
right?
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. Okay, interesting.
So, to be determined.
Yeah, great. So there's that. And of course, goblin archers have classic goblin light weakness. So if it's sunny, you're -1 to hit, which is real trouble, because then you couldn't hit high armor at long range at all, etc., etc. Of course, if it's rainy, that's bad for archers too. So you have at least 50-50 chance that there's going to be some kind of penalty in your goblin archers. They're super cheap, but that's the risk you're taking. Your final answer? You're good with that?
I'm final answer. No, I'm.
I know you are. And of course, ogres have their damage bonus. So if you get 2 hits, that counts as 3 hits.
Yeah.
Is what happens with the classic ogre plus 50% strength bonus. And your goblin wolf riders also have light weakness.
Yes.
And their mounts. And your 12th level lord has sweep attacks. So if you get him in contact, or her, in contact with my 1 health types, then he just automatically does 3 hits per round.
Okay. And his name is Otto the Surly.
Otto the Surly. I like
Yes.
that. I like that a lot. That's great. And of course, we've got Otto mounted on a horse for free. If he's embedded with mounted units, we just allow that at the moment, is the kind of simple rule there. So, let's see. So Julian's already got an opinion on the fireball issue, which is great.
Oh, yeah.
And what Julian did some math on Discord, and I really appreciate that. So Julian's opinion is they're doing a little bit more damage. Julian thinks they're doing significantly more damage than technically they should in D&D rules. And obviously, we all agree that fireballs, lightning, automatically are going to kill 1 hit die, 2 hit die types in D&D, even 3 or 4 or 5, really. And then after that, and admittedly, I've just shaved off a lot of stuff, including the saving throws, for mass types, and Julian is correct that we're accruing more damage to the big hit die types like giants, or like frost giants or something like that, than would technically happen in D&D. Yeah. Being able to delete any 6 hit die figure or less within 12 inches of a wizard feels difficult to balance or play around. Yeah. Okay, so we all have opinions about that.
Right. So should we just briefly mention what the arena simulator is doing? Do you remember? You told me.
Yeah, at the moment, the Book of War simulator.
Oh, I'm sorry, the Book of War simulator.
I have for mass types, I have just shaved off any consideration of saving throws, because most of the units on our table, like actually for you tonight, okay, just as an example for you tonight, you brought 1 hit die goblins, you brought 2 hit die wolves, you brought 4 hit die ogres.
Yes.
And a fireball is just going to wipe out any of those types.
No, I meant yes. Okay, so that's a good reminder. But in terms of going back to the range of a fireball and how you determine whether or not you hit.
Yes.
So the Book of War simulator, in fact, does for long range exactly what we are going to do tonight.
That's a good point.
But for short range, it does 2d3. You told me. It rolls 2d3, and if it is
now, I've got that in medium range, so I had that baked in.
Oh, you have a short, medium, and long range.
Yes.
So short range is auto hit.
Right.
Okay, so
what I technically have in the code is up to 6 inches auto hit. 6 to 12, it's 2d3 variation, and 12 to 24, it's 2d6 variation.
Okay. So that's actually quite reassuring. We're getting much closer to what's modeled. So in terms of pricing, it should be closer to right.
Agreed.
Maybe.
Agreed. This was one of Gamma's points from the last game. In addition to what you said before, is if the player is really good at estimating, then potentially I'm getting more value out of my fireballs than I've got priced into the system.
Yeah.
So you're right. So particularly at long range, now I'm doing what's in the code now, because obviously I didn't plug in an AI system to my simulator to model the estimation process.
Yeah. Right.
I just did this dice thing. So another good point. Gamma had really pointed, really excellent questions after the last game, and thank you for reminding me about that. The question about what does the simulator do, and I do have that dice stuff built in, as a matter of fact. Okay, so hopefully we'll see if this works tonight. Mm-hmm. Now on my side,
what did you bring tonight?
Okay. All right, so on my side, I brought a number. So you brought 1 solo tonight.
That's right.
Thank you for that.
Of course.
And I brought 3 solos. So you notice that obviously Gamma's side has a much larger army.
Yeah.
And I brought a much smaller, higher quality, a very expensive army. So I have a red dragon here. There's my red dragon. And that is Frugastug the Loud.
Ooh, wow.
Frugastug the Loud.
Great one.
The bellowing roar. And I also brought a storm giant, so that's my storm giant miniature that we're using, named Edgar Thunderhead.
Oh, Thunderhead, love it.
And as a reminder, of course, the storm giants have control weather capacity, so I can modify the weather by 1 step when I know it to. Red Dragon, of course, can fly, has detection, has fear, which is very powerful.
Very powerful.
Has obviously the fire breath three times a day. And then my leader here is a 12th level wizard. Now this is a new miniature.
That's a cool one.
I just got this miniature just for this game.
Looks super cool.
Yeah, I like this a lot. I think it's a Reaper, I think it's like a Reaper miniature, I think. So I like this miniature a lot. So tonight this is representing Andaleus the Wicked.
Oh, Andaleus the Wicked.
And she's got a fireball wand and one 6th level spell to be revealed at a later time.
Andaleus the Wicked, cool.
And in addition to that, I brought, as you can see there, we haven't seen these guys too much. I brought 2 units of elephant archers. They barely fit on the camera there.
Yikes.
Right? So this is a mass unit. So each of these represents 10 elephants with 3 guys each on their back, 1 driver, and 2 archers. So they can stomp on things, they can shoot. You're basically my tank here tonight. And then I have 6 figures of heavy crossbows that we haven't used very much.
Yep.
And we both brought goblins. So I brought 20 figures of goblin Lightfoot. They're so cheap that has to be 1 unit.
Goblin Lightfoot, he just passed away, didn't he?
What?
Gordon Lightfoot joke.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, now he made me sad. I didn't know that.
Yes.
How recent was that?
In the last couple of weeks.
Okay.
I think so. Maybe since we last met.
Cool.
Yeah.
Really? Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh jeez. Okay. Well now I'm tilted. That's too bad. So and the funny thing is, you came in and you said, "Well, I almost decided to bring like 100 Goblin Lightfoot or whatever you were going to say," and I'm like, "Well, I coincidentally used up most of the Lightfoot myself." So that's my stuff. So I intentionally picked stuff that we haven't seen on the table in a while to test how they're working. And obviously my heavy crossbows have the longest range in the game.
Yeah.
24 inches, not very good fire rate. My elephants do a bunch of stuff. And my Goblin Lightfoot, again, will be penalized if it comes out sunny.
Yeah.
So neither one of us are hoping for sunny weather based on our Goblin armies.
Yeah.
And if we have our zoom in solo rule, so if your lord gets in a fight with either my dragon, giant, or wizard, we'll go play D&D for a couple rounds.
Cool.
And I redid the solo stat blocks to be hopefully easier to read.
Nice.
Answer some questions like exactly what equipment do the fighters have.
Cool.
And I split up the joint types because last time we had to kind of mentally think about, okay, fire breath on a lord on a griffin, how's that going to work? So I split those up to be clear.
Yeah.
And I also converted all the D8 damage to D6 plus 1, just so I don't have to go pull up D8s.
Right. Yeah. Nice.
So everything here, the damage is all some brand of D6.
Right. Got it.
Plus average hit points and stuff like that.
I like that.
Cool.
I like that.
Okay, so a bunch of options here. We'll see what we can do tonight. Let's get started here. Shut up, William.
What are you saying?
He's saying the elephant archers, he's making a joke about their name, do they draw the bow with their trunks? So they're elephants with archers mounted on them, and I didn't have space in the table for that entire phrase. So thanks so much. Anyway, you want to learn more about this, go to oedgames.com/streaming, and you'll see the stats and the exact pricing that we're using here at the moment. And that's what we've got going on. So let us get started with our standard initiative roll.
All right.
And whoever rolls high sets up last. That's going to be you, so I have to go first.
Yes.
So these 20s might come into play later. All right, so great idea came up last time. It might have been Julian that came up with this to begin with, maybe William. Actually, we're gonna roll 7 times for terrain tonight.
Okay.
It's gonna be me, you, and then end with me again.
Nice.
And technically, that matches the desired math for our table size. So we're gonna have up to 7 pieces of terrain here.
Cool.
Not 8.
That's better. I agree.
And the first thing is 4, which is a hill.
All right.
So Now, I thought I was bringing a lot of archer types. I was like, I got heavy crossbows, I got archers on elephants, I got a storm giant that can throw stones. I'm like, that's a lot of archer types.
Yeah.
And
well,
you brought,
yep,
but
a lot.
6 times as many.
Yeah.
So hills tend to be good one way or the other for archers. So I'm definitely not going to give you this hill.
All right.
That's what I'm doing there.
Cool. 6 is open.
6 is open, so that's nothing. Here's my second roll. 9 is woods. Now, sometimes we have stuff on the board that can hide in woods, like elves can start off hiding in the woods, so can bugbears, according to my current rules. We don't have any of that stuff tonight.
Is that a chainmail thing about bugbears, or just their surprise thing? Or
yeah, bugbears were a late invention, right? They didn't exist in chainmail or even the original publication of D&D. So they showed up in the first supplement, and they're said to be stealthy.
Yeah, they definitely have that stealthy thing. Yes.
So that was my that was my interpretation of the bugbears are stealthy, is they can hide and they're kind of anti-elves. So
cool.
That was my massaging of that idea.
Makes sense.
I'll put these woods right here because I think they're going to be not useful to you.
Okay.
This is your
it's
second
mine.
roll.
Yeah. All right. 6
is nothing.
All right.
Okay, so of course we dialed down the amount of terrain, and of course we're going to wind up with practically nothing tonight. So this is my third roll, which is nothing.
Yay, nothing. So that's it. We're done.
No, you get. We both get one more.
Oh.
This is your third here.
Yeah, you're right. Nothing.
Also nothing.
I love it. We haven't had a clear table in a while.
Also nothing.
I'll take it. About time. About time.
I tweak stuff, and sometimes I worried about overcompensating. And anyway, so this is random numbers will mess with your head.
They sure will.
So tonight, of course, we have an almost entirely, just out of curiosity. Okay, just make one more roll to see what it would have been. Okay, so we would have had
another hill.
Yeah. Right. So according to how we've been playing up until this point, we would have had one more hill. Anyway, we don't. So there you go. You happy with this?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm actually kind of glad that my wolf riders can roam free.
Okay. All right. And now I have to set up everything first. And Julian's saying, this is so refreshing after so many games of closed maps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So glad we could provide.
I agree.
Glad we could provide. Okay. So I know where I'm putting my crossbows are right here. My elephants can be 2 separate units. They're so high priced. We should roll for weather. Right. We should roll for weather.
We definitely should roll for weather.
Okay, so this is the replacement for the odd terrain roll. Okay, that's rainy.
Okay, well, dang it.
So that's bad for all of our archers and mounted types, such as wolf riders.
But it's a 1/2 move or 1/4 move for mounted types?
It winds up being 1/4 move.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately for you.
Yikes.
Yeah. So the rainy weather
that
is.
That was a pretty devastating result. Oh well. C'est la vie.
So that is half movement for everybody, doubled for mounted types like your wolves and my elephants.
Yeah.
And then -1 for all missile attacks.
Yikes.
And we actually haven't had rainy weather in a while. Let me just make absolutely sure I've got that right. That would be on this sheet here, right? Yeah, everything's at half move. Missiles are -1 to hit. So your wolves and my elephants are at quarter move. which is pretty slow. And yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. So open terrain, but big sloggy, muddy feel apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, Julian, you mixed it. So I've got the rainy icon on the top right in case one of us forgets about it. Now, yes, great. Julian's asking about the flying units.
Yeah.
And I recommend, specifically my dragon, right? So basically you're asking about my red dragon here. So I recommend, in the past we weren't doing this, but based on discussion on Discord, I think that my plan is to penalize the flying units the same way.
Okay.
So I think that my red dragon should also be flying at half.
Okay.
You comfortable with that?
Is that what the simulator does?
Yes. Yes. Now, I think I went and modified it actually a
Cool.
little while ago.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. So even my dragon's going to have to fly half. So there's that. Let me just make sure that I put that. At this point, we are playing Advanced Book of War. So we've got flyers and solos, and I'm just going to
Oh, I love it.
confirm that I
Advanced
have
Book
this
of
here.
War. Maybe that's what you can call version 2.
Yeah, see, so this is underlined, which is a recent change. Rain, movement is halved in rain like other units.
Yep.
For flyers.
For flyer aid
Yeah,
card, yep.
exactly. Yeah, so that was the plan. So this was pre-thought. This was thought out in advance. William's saying rain puts out his pilot light. Jeez, it's all with the puns tonight, William. What's You're going to need at least one more. It's a rule of 3. You're going to need at least one more. So... I think I'm going to. Does this make sense? I'm gonna embed my wizard with my heavy crossbows.
Yeah. Yeah.
She may leave later, possibly. I think I want some of that protection.
Yeah.
If I need it. So there's that.
She's probably gonna want to make the weather nicer for them.
Nice look. Nice look. Yeah, is that what I want? Ugh. Not happy about this matchup. Okay, so that's my setup. So I got my elephants, my archers on elephants here, storm giant, crossbows with the wizard, red dragon, and my light goblins over there. And that's my setup.
So I think everything now has the same movement because half of 9 is the same thing as a quarter of 18.
Yeah.
Okay, just something to keep in mind. So
all you're saying, all your forces have a movement of 4.5
I
inches.
think
long.
so, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, what am I gonna do? I think a question about archers is how many ranks deep? Is there a limit to how many ranks deep you can fire?
I think the book says 3. Let me look that up.
3. Okay.
Unless they're on a hill or something like that, which frees up more. Yeah, it says generally archers can fire up to 3 ranks deep.
Okay. But the fear doesn't take into account how many there are.
That's correct.
Uh-huh.
That's correct.
Yikes. All right, I think I'm going to have a ton of little units. So I'm going to keep them separate. I'm going to leave them separate.
Yeah.
So, all right. Boom, boom.
And if they're separate, remember you can fire over a unit at -1.
Right.
Which is going to be real tough in the rain, but
Yeah.
there it is.
Unless I'm shooting it unarmored. I don't think I am. All right. This is what I would like to do.
Okay. Okay. Oh, it's smart.
Mhm.
Smart.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Feel free to make worse decisions. Final answer?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
great. So let's, how do I do this? Where is my, Is that, I had a war horn track that I tried to play at the moment when we start playing, but I don't think it actually played. Did you guys hear that? So, do I have to hit play like this? Okay, that's okay. Well, that's a added thing on the stream that we're gonna have to work on later.
We need a real one.
Like this. Okay, there. Okay, so we're officially starting the fight here.
All right, cool.
So I pick my movement first. So clearly my crossbows are going to go forward full, and I mean I'm going to be moving pretty slowly actually. So all my mass units are going to go full, and so is my giant. One other question.
Yeah.
Julian had a great observation last time, and there was a little bit of discussion on Discord about this, about the fact that in standard D&D, original D&D first edition, for a dragon to breathe,
Yes.
they got to roll dice.
Yeah.
They got to roll dice. And from my interpretation of the text there is that it's a behavioral choice.
Yeah.
Like AD&D says, do they choose to breathe right
Yeah.
now? Roll 2d6, and it's like about 50-50. Last time I was permitting myself with a dragon to breathe whenever I wanted to,
Yeah.
up to the limit of 3. Does anybody here have an opinion? What do you want to play with tonight? And this only makes a difference if we get in solo on solo action,
Yeah.
hypothetically. I don't know if there's anything that's going to happen to make that happen. Anybody have an opinion? You want roll or just ad hoc? I can just breathe round after round until I'm done with the 3. A feeling about that? Julian, William?
Yeah, I wonder what the underlying... I kind of wish I knew what the underlying kind of reason was originally.
Yeah, I mean, we were saying last time that, normally dragons are obviously monsters run by the DM.
Right.
So it's a little bit kind of like a reaction roll is my interpretation. If you're a 5th edition player, it's actually going to look a heck of a lot like the recharge rule that they've got for stuff like that in 5th edition nowadays.
Right.
But I don't think that was the original intent,
Right.
even though it just accidentally winds up working the same way.
Mm.
So I'm just going to start setting up my forces. I'm going to start playing, and if any viewers want to cast a vote for whether I have to roll for the breathing or not, I will comply with that later on. I will find out how to play later.
So in any given round, it's a 50% chance in original D&D. Is that right?
I think it's because you roll 2d6, and there's no way to do 50-50 on that.
Right.
So what is on the 7? I think on the 7 you get to breathe, so just slightly over 50%.
Okay.
So here's my bound original D&D. It says the dragon is able to use its breath 3 times a day, so sometimes it will bite instead. To determine this, simply roll two 6-sided dice. A score of 6 or less indicates it will bite,
Yeah.
but 7 or more indicates it will breathe.
All right. So that you said it's roughly 60%?
58.
58.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. I don't know the answer.
Okay, so William's saying try it just for testing.
Yeah.
Anate is saying that the Discord vote currently was to roll for breath. Okay, so I get 2 votes for the roll for breath.
All right,
That's what I'm going to do here.
Let's do it.
Just in case my red dragon happens to get in solo and solo combat.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to my movement. I want my red dragon to fly to the top of the hill if I can, and my storm giant's going to also try to get to the top of the hill. There you go. So basically everybody's going forward full, and these 3 are trying to get up on the hill.
All right.
So the elephants move 12. So shuffle a rather large amount of paper now. Except tonight they're going 4. They're going 3.
3, yeah.
Yeah, so it's quartered for mounted types, so they're not moving very fast. My light foot goblins are like yours, going 4.5.
Yeah.
My heavy crossbows are also 4.5. I guess there's a lot of 4.5s here. The storm giant now is moving 7.5. And the red dragon, if I fly, I can go 12 in the rain. So I can't actually get over to here.
And you're landing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's my move. I can't attack.
All right.
Clearly.
So, 4.5 for everything for me.
Okay.
And then you were just coming behind it. I'm sorry, I'm just moving. I should have cleared. As you can see, moving that there, at them straight, and then these are just all going to go straight.
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of did that. What was happening?
Okay, sorry, I should have declared that. All right.
That was an acceptable declaration.
Okay, thank you.
I felt it was clear. All right, and obviously you don't have any attacks.
No.
So kind of thinking about my characters here, certainly Edgar Thunderhead is happy with the rainy weather, so I think if I roleplay Edgar, he's not wanting to clear up the weather, I don't think. Now, Andaleas has a 6th level spell to be revealed later that may or may not be weather control. Wouldn't you like to know?
I would, yeah. I sure would like to know.
We will find out later. Interesting. So my dragon not flying at full movement, suddenly that hurts. That hurts me. Okay, so same thing. Everybody moves forward. All my foot types move forward full. The storm giant's going to try to get to the top of the hill.
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't know what to do with my dragon. Interesting. Now so your goblin archer's range is 15.
Yeah.
And certainly my solos are all armor 6, so there's no way you can hit them at long range.
Well, now with the -1, there's no way I can hit them at short range either.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to get to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you can't shoot my solo at all.
No.
Interesting. And nothing's moving more than 4.5 inches.
Nope.
Fascinating. Okay. Well that provides. Okay. So I will have the dragon fly right up the middle on the ground.
That makes sense.
12 inches. Everybody else goes like they want to. Okay. So here's 4.5. 4.5 for the elephants. 4.5 for the goblins. 4.5 for the heavy crossbows. So giants moving 7.5. That's that costs like 6.
Okay.
7, 8.
Yeah.
9, 10. I'm counting up to 15 here.
Okay.
11, 12.
Uh-huh.
13, 14?
Okay.
Is that right? Am I supposed to double the hill movement? I think I'm supposed to double the hill movement, Moraine.
Is it? I can't remember. That I don't know. I'm sorry. I can't remember.
Yeah, so I think I'm here.
Okay.
I don't
So
think I
the
get up there.
hills are 4 each level now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
All
Great.
right.
And then the dragon is flying 12 on the ground.
Okay.
Right at the middle of the board.
Cool.
So I can threaten everything.
All right.
And it's your turn.
All right. I'm going to move towards the center with these as well,
Yeah.
and these straight. So 4.5. Oops, not too far there. And then these just as far as they'll. I think it's less than their.
Yeah.
You know. And that's my move. Oh, I didn't move these
Right,
guys.
right.
Same theme here.
While you're doing that, I'm going to see what this looks like from my people's point of view. All right, covering the distance. Yeah. So your goblin archers are in really bad shape in the rain. Particularly because I have mostly high armor units. My elephants and crossbows are armor 5. So those
so
guys
short range on these 6, right?
correct.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Okay.
And the can't hit them at all in long range. My goblin lights you can hit in long range with a 6 and short range with a 5.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll continue moving forward. The giant will get up here. Crossbow's trying to get up on the hill. I guess I'm just going to leave my dragon right there is what I'm going to do. So elephants, goblin lights. And this costs 2 in the rain.
Okay.
5
Okay.
on that. 6, 7, 8, 9. That's
Okay.
all my movement.
Okay.
And pretty clearly the giant can get up here.
Great.
Cannot get them stable.
And
Cannot shoot on a turn. The giants can't shoot on a turn that you move.
Right. All right.
It's your turn.
All right. I'm going to. I'm afraid I probably won't be in range of anything. Your armor 6 on the dragon, you
Correct.
said? Yeah. So I'm just going to continue the exact same movements I've been doing. So these guys coming into the center, these guys going straight.
Okay.
I'll separate them. So
Perfect. All right. I will get the my missiles up on that hill finally.
Okay.
Gonna move the elephants forward full. Gonna leave my light goblins there. So my solo storm giant can throw a stone, automatically hit something, even at long range, even in the rain, because solos just automatically hit. So this seems like a pretty good placement for them. And the dragon is going to fly forward 12 and go up 6 inches.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll just do that right now. So there's 12. And they're at an altitude of 6. I'm going to mark with this D20.
Okay.
And then the elephants go forward, full, and full. I said I was going to leave them there.
Yeah.
These guys, this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
That's like basically full movement.
Okay.
Finally get that happening.
And their armor is 5?
Their armor is 5. Yeah,
Yeah.
heavy crossbows are wearing chainmail.
They must be behind a pavis or something.
Here's this debate. It is...
No, it's just a chainmail. This is chainmail.
You know, my storm giant's going to try to throw a stone at your wolf riders.
Okay.
I don't think I'm in range, but I'm gonna check. I am... Ooh. I actually think I'm in range.
What is range again? I forget.
20.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. So that tags your wolf riders for 1 hit.
Okay.
You got 2 health, of course.
Cool.
All right. Just double checking. Yep, 20 inches. Yep, there you go.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. You're up in the air, so all right.
Yeah.
I'm going to continue this trend that I've been doing. So, sort of towards the center,
Mhm.
and then he's straight. And I don't have any attacks.
Okay. Yeah. All right, so your ogres are armor 5, and your goblins are also your wolf riders are also their armor 4. Yeah, the wolf riders are armor 4.
Yeah.
So
No, the 4 for both, right? Wait, the archers.
I think I was
Oh,
looking
the
at
ogres. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the ogres are
fi-
armor
yeah,
5.
you're right.
And my elephant archers have a range of 18. So I think I put them in long range, I think. Which would be -2, so I could hit on 6s. I'm going to move my elephants up half. And that's it.
All right.
And my dragon is going to... Is that within 12? Of course I gotta use this pivoting arc. So my dragon's gonna pivot in try to fly behind your goblin archers over there.
Okay.
As far as I can go there. So elephants go forward half, which is like 2 1/4. Dragon's up in the air, so I'm going to use this. So to this point is 6, and I can go another 6 inches. Could you just move him straight 6 inches for me?
Just straight ahead.
Yeah. He's way over there.
Was that straight, or did you
Yeah,
go more
good enough.
like? Okay,
That's fine.
All right.
So still at altitude 6 there.
Okay.
So my attacks are, I'm going to have the elephants shooting at your wolf riders.
Okay.
I'm going to have the storm giant.
So what do you get? A half at the half?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Storm giant's going to throw at your wolf riders.
Okay.
I guess everything's shooting at your wolf riders. Actually.
All right, go for it.
And I get fireballs. I get 2 fireballs because my wizard's not moving. So I'm going to aim the fireballs at your lord.
Okay.
I'm going to aim the fireballs at the lord. So once again, if it's within 12, I just automatically hit him.
Yeah.
If it's more than that, I got a dice for it. Let's resolve that right now.
Yeah. I don't think it's within 12.
Yeah. Okay. So it's 18. It's 19-ish.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can roll a 7 here, it's going to land on your lord, and you'll have to save, or else he'll be dead.
Okay.
And if it's something else, we'll see whether it's longer or shorter.
Okay.
So here we go. And I'm getting 2 of these. So I would like to see a 7. Closer to 7, closer to my target. That's a 5, which means it lands 2 inches short,
Okay.
which would be at the 17-inch mark, and it hits nothing.
Okay. Great. Not happy with
I
that.
don't like this roll at all.
Yeah.
And my
Wait
other
till I
shot is 10, which is 3 inches long. So that lands up at 22.
So it hits a wolf rider.
Is that on a figure?
Yes.
Okay. So that actually does hit a wolf rider and wipes out 1 figure.
Okay, so we'll take out the one you killed.
Yeah. All right, so that's how that's working.
Yeah.
Feel free to leave a comment if anybody has an opinion about how you think that's working.
Okay.
And then my other kind of mundane shots, the Storm Giant hits them for 1 damage.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to take off 1 figure, I guess.
But one of these?
Yeah, because it's
Okay. Right, because it's
up to 2 now.
Mm-hmm.
Is that? Just checking out. Right, yeah, they have 2 health. Okay, so the elephants are at a range of.
So Storm Giant sorry, go ahead.
Question?
So right, Storm Giant's auto hit with the missiles,
Yes,
and there's no effective range because they're Storm Giants.
correct.
Gotcha.
Well, the thing is, they just automatically hit, and any kind of penalties just don't affect the automatic
see.
hitting.
I see.
Is what it is.
Okay.
So elephants are clearly more than 9, but within 18.
Mm-hmm.
Checking on that there. So I'm at -1. I only get half attacks because I didn't move half.
Right.
So normally, right, their rate is 4. I'm rolling 2 dice each. That's a total of 4 dice.
Yeah.
Your armor is 4, so I need 5s.
Right.
I rolled 1 6. That's 1 hit.
On these guys.
Yeah.
So I get the counter die, right?
Correct.
Okay.
My crossbows, right, are within 24. Again, that's long range.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 die each. They didn't move this turn.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I get 6 dice, and I need 5s.
Mm-hmm.
Very similar. That's 1 more hit.
All right. So another one down.
Yeah. And those are all my attacks.
Okay. So let's do a morale check
Yeah.
here. How does he count? No, he doesn't count.
Don't count him for the ratio. Just add 1.
Just +1. Okay.
for the,
So that's 4, 5, 6, 7 to 3. So that's 2
yeah.
plus 1 for him. That's
Mhm.
3
Yeah.
plus 2 for hit dice. That's 5.
Yeah.
-1 for chaos.
I agree.
So that's 4. So I need to roll a 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly
By
5.
skin of my teeth. Well, that would have been depressing had I not rolled a 5. All right. It's already depressing enough with the weather. Okay.
Did I do the math for my? I did the math for my shooting run, of course. So Julian's reminding me that it's -1 for the long range and -1 for the rain.
Yeah.
Now, did I hit with a 6 on both of those? So I scored 1 hit with the elephants and I scored 1 hit with the crossbows. Julian, were they
You rolled
sixes?
at least 1 6 on
Yeah.
one of those attacks.
Right.
I remember that.
Yeah. I think they were both 6s.
I didn't pay attention on the second one, so whatever you say.
Yeah. Was it what did you're right, Julian. Did I think I did roll 6s, I think? Thank you for monitoring that. I think I rolled 6s.
Yeah, if you think you rolled 6,
yeah.
I believe you. Yeah.
So you made the morale check. So if anybody rewinds and check and confirms that, I think that's the case. Okay, remember, long range is -2 for missiles, and short range it's still -1 for the rain.
Right.
I knew that was. I knew. You know what? I knew I was going to forget that at some point.
All right.
It is your turn.
It is my turn. Okay. I'm going to do the exact same move again.
Yeah.
Obviously, I have to straighten them out a little more.
Yeah. I'm going to have to start fireballing the ogres pretty soon.
And I'll bring up the rear in a minute.
Okay, so Julian's confirming that they were both 6s,
Okay,
so
yes.
no change. So thank you so much for checking on that.
Good.
-2 and -1.
That's my move.
Okay, so these guys are going to stay here because I'm happy with my my murder zone here.
Yeah.
My dragon is going to fly into the back of that last rank of goblins
Yeah.
to fear them out of existence.
Makes sense.
Is my plan.
Sounds like something a dragon would do.
Right. So
Yeah.
this here is 6 inches,
Okay.
7 inches. So hopefully that's clearly within 5 inches.
Yep.
So bam.
Boom.
And I'm down the ground, which I have to be. Yeah. So I'm gonna keep this
I
works.
check morale immediately, or no? After
When I
you moved-
attack.
after the moves.
Yeah, when I attack. So I'm okay with this. So I'm gonna keep degrading your wolf riders,
Yeah.
and then that's gonna remove the embedding protection from your hero.
Yeah. Okay.
So I shoot everything at your wolf riders again.
All right.
Yeah. Am I within short range? So that's actually short range for this guy,
All right.
but not for this guy.
All right.
Do it from the head. Do it from the head of the archers. Yeah, that's short range. So clearly they're in range. The heavy crossbows are going to be in long range.
Yeah.
And that means that my wizard is, again, shooting at your lord, right, in long range.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to eliminate them as soon as possible. Let's roll the morale check for your goblins. So my dragon is coming down, roaring, breathing fire.
So I have to roll an 8,
I think it's a 9.
a 9 because the -1 because chaos.
Correct.
Right. Yikes.
Oh.
I did it.
Oh.
All right.
Oh. That's not what was supposed to happen. So your goblins weirdly make morale. Okay. What? Okay, so I'm gonna attack with the dragon, and the fire breath knocks off one figure, kind of like a fireball, and the bite and claws knock off another figure automatically because they're solo. That's
Okay.
what I got.
All right.
Well,
Okay.
and then shooting here. I'm gonna roll for my fireballs.
Yeah. Roll for your fireballs.
Okay, so the actual range to your charging lord is head to head 16 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll call it 16 inches. Okay, so I'd like to roll 7. Do that over here. 7.
Okay. So you got so he's gone.
You get a saving throw. Right?
Ah.
If you can roll
It's 2d6.
Yeah, it's going to be 2d6. Let me just make absolutely sure what the current rule is here. You got to roll over the damage. You got to roll over the damage.
And the damage was 6.
6. Yeah. So if you can roll 7 or more, you save that lord.
Of course. Alright, so rolling the second die. No.
So unfortunately, the lord is eliminated.
Okay. So I got. That doesn't affect morale or anything.
Correct.
Well, I guess they do. If some more of them fall, he still is a +1 to the morale, or is he dead? When does
They're
that
dead,
go away?
so that, yeah, it goes away now.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. And then I'm gonna roll again for the second fireball, and I rolled a 10, so that lands at a range of 19. Is that? And that's too far for anything.
Looks a little far.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Do you have any other attacks?
Yes, I have the mundane attacks here. So I have my elephants didn't move, so I'm getting 4 dice each.
Yeah.
So 4 dice from this guy at short range. I need 5s.
Because armor 4 +1 for the range.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need 5s on this shot. I got 1 hit.
All right.
This elephant here, I got 4 dice, but I need 6s,
Right.
based on Julian's math there, which is of course correct. That's no hits. And then my heavy crossbows, I get 6 dice, and I need 6s because they're long range.
And you're shooting at the wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 2 hits, which is
Okay.
one
So we're gonna get a figure and leave the damage die, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
That's
morale-
all my attacks.
Morale
Yeah.
time. Okay.
Yeah.
So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 +1, basically, right?
Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
So I'm good.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
So get this guy out of here. So.
Do you have to make a morale check for those goblins?
Oh, well, let's see. Do I now? That's 8. Oh, up to 2. So that's 4.
Yeah.
So I actually need a 5, right?
Yeah.
All right.
They're good.
All right.
I've made 2 morale checks.
Nice. Plucky goblins. Maybe they just can't see what's going on in the rain, and they don't know any better.
That might be the case. That might be the case.
Okay.
Oh, someone's made a campfire back here. It feels toasty.
Yeah, exactly.
Where's Glarg?
All right. So. All right. Okay. Continuing my advance.
Yeah.
In case I haven't figured out on the hill.
Yeah.
And I am actually going to fire.
Okay.
And not move.
Okay.
But these guys, there's no point in firing.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna.
So against the elephants, if you're in short range, you could hit with 6s.
They're AC 5?
They are.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna move 7.5 inches of short range. Yeah. So I'm gonna move. I'll do full movement here.
Okay. Can I ask what you're doing with the goblins at the back there?
Oh. Yeah. Well, I guess I'm engaged in melee now.
Correct.
Can I turn and fight?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what I'll do.
Okay.
Yeah. So these guys, none of these are moving.
Okay.
Okay. These guys are gonna, shoot. These guys are gonna fight.
Got it.
All right. So here's 4.5. Maybe I'll go just shy. Well, I said I was. Okay. And then charging at you. Is that okay?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like them being close. So
Yeah. I don't like getting shot
I'm
at.
thinking what I'm gonna have to.
All right.
do.
That's the end of my movement, I think.
Okay. So with your goblins at the back,
Yeah.
if you want to engage, you can pivot them around.
So should I pick up the whole tray and do that, or how does that
seems
work?
Convenient. So to be clear, you can the rule would be you can pivot the figures around in place. That's half your movement.
Okay.
And then you can pull one more. Right. You can wrap one more figure around on each side.
Okay.
So I think at the end of it, you're gonna have 5 figures in contact, literally,
Okay.
which is what you're gonna have when you spin the whole tray around.
And so, shall I wrap them?
Yeah, please do that. Yeah.
Okay. So,
So that sucked for me that you made that morale check.
yeah. All right. Does that look okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
It does. I mean, I don't like it. But
No.
it's correct.
Okay. So now we have to find out if I'm in the long range or short range, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So the moment of truth. I'm gonna.
And to be clear, you're shooting at who?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's probably obvious. but-
Yeah. I mean, there's one of the few people I can actually have a shot at.
So you might be within 7.5. Ooh,
So
that's-
no, it's like 8.5,
Okay.
9. It's about
All right.
9. Yeah.
Okay.
So long range. So I need 6s.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Because usually I need a 5 for long range, but it's raining, so I need 6.
Yeah.
And I get 10 dice, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, you didn't move, so it's 20.
20 dice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do we have 10? We used to have 10 dice. Oh, one is on the floor.
Oh,
one's
here's
right there.
right. Yes. Good point.
Okay. Now we have 10.
See, this is so. I think there was like a new viewer like 2 weeks ago that I think commented for the first time and said, "Boy, it seems like the archers would be really powerful," and that's what's. It's taken Gamma a while to get in range,
Yeah.
but this is the benefit right now.
Right.
20 dice.
And we said 6.
Yeah. Ooh.
Well, I got 2
There's
6s.
3.
Oh, 3. Yeah, I got 3
1,
6s.
2, 3.
All right. And I get to do that again.
Yeah.
All right.
There's 1.
1. Oh no. Okay.
Now, is the unit behind them in range?
They might be, but it would be a 7. They would need a
There
7.
you go. Yep. Good point. Good point.
So.
Yep.
So now we melee with the dragon.
Yeah.
So the dragon is AC 6, right?
Correct.
But I get a +1 because I'm surrounding. No, nobody's directly behind it.
Um,
Well, how does that work?
Okay,
with
right. So
solos?
you can only attack with one single figure.
Oh, so
You can
all
only
that
attack a
wrapping
solo
was-
with one single figure,
so that
and
wrapping-
the one figure is presumed to surround it.
So I get a 5.
That's right.
All right. So let's see if that works.
One single die. If you can roll a 5.
Oh, sorry. Well,
Shit. What is up with those goblins, Dan?
some badass.
What the
goblins.
hell? What the? Okay, so my dragon is eliminated by the goblins.
Well, thank God. for
What the ding dong?
small favors. Thank you. All right. I think I'm done.
That's enough. So I have to make a morale check for my goblins here. What I have, 16 divided by 4 is 4. Up 1 for health, down 1 because we're chaotic. So I need a 5,
Okay.
similar to what you were doing.
Yeah.
Whoops. Check's very unstable. I need a 5. I rolled an 8.
You're
so
good.
those goblins are still there. All right. Okay, so anybody that's got my range stuff, I'm happy here. Am I going to let those ogres? See, at this point, I thought the wolves would be gone, frankly, and I thought then I could target the ogres. Now I have a tough choice to make. I am disappointed because I really thought that my dragon was just going to roll up all the goblins. I
It
thought I was just
coulda
going to
happened.
fear one after the other.
You know, it was a little bit of we were in the tail there. Not really, but it was not what was supposed to happen.
It was not what was likely to happen.
Exactly.
So now you're getting these mobs. I really didn't think these mobs of goblins were going to get in range to shoot me, and now I'm facing that down.
I just heard the show name.
To be perfectly clear, what did you just hear?
Mobs of goblins. Am I wrong?
You are right. You, sir, are completely correct. Wow, that's. I thought I had this well in control, and now I'm really worried.
You probably have it under control. You want to talk probability? We should let the viewers bet. We should. I mean, the odds on me are so long that you make a killing if you bet on it. I just went to the horse races this last week.
Oh, really?
That's why it's on
Seriously?
my mind. Yeah.
Where is that exactly?
Well, Belmont had an event for the Kentucky Derby.
Oh, cool.
So there were some live races and some live streamed
Cool.
races, which was fun. But then I read afterwards that all these horses died at the Derby, and I feel terrible for participating in this horrible. But anyway, there you go.
You know, so I don't know if I've probably said it before. So my father is a large animal veterinarian, right? And he's done, so he specifically does work, mostly dairy cattle herds and stuff like that. But he's done work on racehorses in the past. And, his take is that they are cherished animals and that they're very, valuable and that they're very well taken care of. Is his take on it.
Yeah. No, I think that's true.
Yeah.
Here's my understanding, knowing nothing.
Yeah.
It's that they literally will take a corner too fast and snap bones and stuff.
Yeah.
And then they put them down.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's usually that's the case.
Yeah.
And his we had oxen, growing up, and our experience is that they are athletic.
Yes.
They evolved to run.
Yeah.
They like to run.
They
like
like
oxen
running.
like to work.
Yeah.
Frankly, we would hook fairly heavy weights on them, and they were excited to be challenged by that. Frankly, in our experience, and unfortunately, occasionally you'll have an athlete. Yeah. A runner or a boxer that unfortunately perishes.
Right.
So it sucks.
Yeah.
I grew up with someone that took care of the animals and didn't feel that the whole event itself was immoral. So.
Right. No, I mean it's not. Yeah. It's gray area, right?
Yeah.
And I will say, from a D&D perspective, it's great to see these beautiful animals sprinting.
Right.
Because it's like this is what it would be like.
Right.
They're mounted,
right,
and they're running full, tilt, and it's like really great for imagining mounted combat.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, cool. I like that. Right, so I've delayed. So I've delayed the punishment that I'm going to take in turn. Fascinating. I definitely don't want to clear up the weather. That would be really bad for me right now. Geez, you have a lot. Okay, so I think my biggest threat is your goblin archers now, because I really didn't think they were going to be in range. So I'm going to not move any of my archers. That was the long range. I'm going to have my goblin lights pivot to the center. I'm going to go at your ogres.
Yeah, okay.
And obviously I'm not in range.
But
so here comes 4.5 inches.
From there,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's all I can go. So my attacks are going to be these elephants shoot at those goblin archers.
All right.
Now to hit your ogres, I've got to have you in short range. Long range I can't do.
Because of the ramp.
Yeah. I think they're in 12 inches, right? So heavy crossbows have very long range. I think they're only 12. I really don't want ogres creeping up on my wizard type. If your wolves get up here, they lose half their attacks. Wolves on the hill are going to... Well, of course, they lose half attacks in the rain anyway. So I'm going to have everybody here shoot at your ogres, except my wizard's going to shoot 2 fireballs at your wolves.
Okay.
Because they're deeper.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let me do the fireballs here first. So shooting at this guy here,
Yeah.
that is a range of, we'll call it 12.
Exactly 12.
Okay,
Yeah.
12. So, oh, that means I can automatically hit him.
Yeah.
Oh, great. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll do 2 fireballs there, and that's going to take out 2 figures.
Okay. So doesn't I'll just take these 2
Yeah.
guys off. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Get rid of the tray here.
Right. Okay, the elephants are shooting at these goblins, and clearly this is going to be within 7.5. Ooh, shit. Is that 7.5?
Oh boy.
Oh, let's see.
That one is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's alright.
All right. So that's short range. In the rain, I'm going to need 5s, and I get a total of 8 dice.
Okay.
So 4 dice each. I need 5s. There's only 1 hit there.
Alright, so this figure.
Yeah.
This. Yeah. Or I take off the back. Usually.
Yes, that would be better. Okay, and then my heavy crossbows at your ogres. That's clearly short range. Great. So I get 6 dice. I need 6s in the rain.
So you did both these
I
already?
did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So my heavy crossbows at your
Okay,
ogres.
okay.
I need 6s in the rain. And that's
6.
1 hit.
So I need a damage die, right?
Yeah. And of course, ogres are health 4. So that's those are all my attacks.
All right.
So you should make morale checks here and here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this one is 8 to 1, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Yeah.
8 to 1. So I'm okay.
Yeah.
All right. This is 4 to 2, which is 2
Mhm.
plus 2 minus 1, right?
Yeah.
So 3. So I need a 6.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. All right.
What are you doing this turn?
What am I doing this turn? Full volley at this one. Elephant.
Are you doing any movement?
Oh yeah. So I should declare
Right.
movement. I'm sorry. I want to reform.
Yeah.
This.
Yeah.
And that takes a full move, right?
Yeah.
And I want him to face.
Yep.
Do I want him to face that way, or do I want him to face this way? I think I might want him to face this way.
You can do that.
Yeah. All right. And then my other movement is going to be is a I think I can just barely maybe engage you.
Okay.
And that's all my movement. So shall I see if that...
Now remember, you got to measure from the outside. So if you're pivoting, you got to measure from the outside of the tray.
Well, okay, but if I pivot just a little.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I think I really literally need to pivot like this much
Okay.
to actually
Yep.
be angled
I heard
towards
that.
you, right?
Yep.
So we'll say a half an inch.
Yep.
Oops, sorry. So where actually it's hard to see. I'm gonna do it from
Yeah.
here so I can see better.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is half
Mhm.
an inch.
Yep. I see what you're doing.
Okay. So now I have 4 inches to work
Jeez.
with.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm okay.
Good job.
Yeah. So why don't I take more than half an inch? I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
trying to finagle it too much,
No.
but
I like
the
what you're doing.
intention is clear, right?
Yeah.
So I'll do another
That's
half.
much closer than I thought.
So I'm going to do another half
Yeah,
inch.
yeah.
So I've used an inch.
Yeah.
And now
Yeah,
I'm
geez.
exactly... straight ahead like that.
Nice.
So I get to wrap one around on each side?
You used up more than half your movement.
I use the full movement.
I'm just gonna say you have 2 figures in contact. How do you like that?
Fair.
Yeah.
All right, so that's that, and that's it for
I
me.
really didn't think you were that close. I don't know why my estimation is.
Well, I think you were
bonkers
thinking I was
phenomenal.
going to measure the full thing from the far side.
Well,
But
even that, I
Yeah.
thought, I don't know.
Okay.
Good job.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
good. Okay, so that's all my movement.
With the ogres are not doing anything? Or?
Oh, you're right. Thank you. You're very kind. You're too kind. All right, 4.5. So that takes me right to the edge. To the
Yeah.
That.
It is. I really didn't foresee these ogres marching the whole way across the entire table in the rain,
In the
almost taking
slosh.
no hits at
Yeah.
all.
All
It's
right.
Very uncomfortable.
All right. So now attacks.
Yeah.
I want to do all my attacks on this.
Okay.
This is going to be melee time.
Yeah.
I want to just open up on this
Yeah.
as much as I can.
Yep.
So let's resolve this first.
Yeah.
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Right.
So that's 16 dice, right?
It is.
All right. 3, 4, 5. I think just to do nice, 2 handfuls, I'll do 8 and 8. Now, what was that?
Just 7.5.
So am I 7.5? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm short range.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent.
Yep.
So I need 5s? No, -1 in the range.
You need a 6. Yeah.
6s. All right, so I have 8 here. I'm going to do this twice.
And my elephants have health 6. Just for everybody
Okay.
on the same page.
Okay. All right,
Yep.
so here's the first volley.
There's
2
2
hits. Here's the second volley.
No.
Not a
hits.
single hit. And now these guys,
Yeah.
let's see how far they are. So that's definitely
Yeah.
7.
Short range.
Okay, short range all around.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I can do 10 and 10, right?
Yeah.
And I need 5s.
5s. Yeah.
So that's 1, 2, 3.
2, 3.
1, 2.
1, 2.
And can I do this row with a -1?
Yeah.
If it's no, that's only if it's short range.
Correct.
Right? So no.
Yeah. Okay. So in long range now you've got -1 for long range, for rain, and for shooting over somebody else. So
And that's 7.
that boosts it up to 7. Yeah.
All right, now melee.
Yeah.
All right, so for melee, I have 4 attacks. No, only 1 in the rain.
Right.
So 2 attacks.
Right.
So they need 5s.
Correct.
Got a hit.
Okay.
Hey, could have been worse.
All right. I need to make morale checks for those guys. So, okay, right. 11 divided by 5 is 2.
Yeah.
And then health and alignment cancel,
cancel
so I
out.
need 7.
Yeah.
I rolled a 3 and they rout.
Great.
Okay, so that's the end of my goblins. Well. Here we go. Okay, well, they didn't accomplish much. I guess that's the definition of cannon fodder.
Yeah.
I just sucked up some ammunition.
Yeah. That's true. You wasted my time.
Yeah. They were, I don't know, a little bit of a threat. Okay.
It could happen. Okay, but anyway.
What clever sinister thing can I spring on you?
I'm nervous now.
So I have to melee here. I really don't have any other option there. I'm going to stay here so that I can shoot.
Yeah.
Still have my 6th level spell. I still have my
Yikes.
6th level spell. You don't know what it is.
Maybe you want to make it cloudy instead of rainy.
Now I can automatically tap. Okay, the fireballs are going to be definitive here
Yes.
because I can automatically tap you and just wipe out a health 4 figure when I want to. So I can just automatically take out 2 ogre figures.
2 ogres.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah. So I'm going to do that.
Okay.
All right. So I'm
Yeah,
going to do that.
All right.
And I guess I'll work on just eliminating the rest of them there.
Okay.
So I just fire everything. So everybody stays motionless, and I fire everything at your ogres here.
All right.
So unfortunately, the fireballs within 12 inches automatically hit once, twice.
Because these are 4.
Yes.
Right, yeah.
And the fireballs from a wand are doing 6 damage,
Okay.
so 4 and 4.
All right.
And then that's and then my storm giant automatically tags them with a stone.
And that's how many damage?
1 damage.
So this is going up to 2 now?
Correct.
Okay.
And then I have 6 dice for my crossbows, and I need 6s in the range. Yeah. There's no hits. There's a bunch of 5s.
Wow, I
There's
can't
no
believe
hits.
it. Can't believe it.
All right. So fireballs close up. So my elephants here are going to melee, obviously, and elephant archers have a special ability. I've made a terrible mistake. I've made a terrible mistake that there is, and I apologize, everybody. Mounted. So our current rule is that mounted archers, because they have composite bows that are made out of glue, cannot do any shooting in the rain. So every single shot I've been making with my elephant's knight has been a mistake.
Oh, well, I don't know how to do that.
These goblins, right? These goblins should all be there.
It's that.
What did I do on the wolves?
You tagged them, I think, at least once, if not twice. I don't know. You tagged them.
I did.
You definitely got them.
I think I tagged them twice.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so embarrassing. I'm so sorry about this. It's a new rule this season.
Right. That's why we're playing it.
Yeah. And that's part of the reason why the elephants are cheaper than they used to be.
Right.
So I need to give you all that stuff back. I'm going to get those goblins back and
well, the goblins is easy, as we said.
And let's say it's 2 wolves. I don't have.
I mean, the goblins. The only thing about the goblins is I should have gotten 2 more shots.
We'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that.
All right.
It's I apologize for the rewind, but that was.
Okay,
that was several rounds to my advantage.
I appreciate it.
So you should get 4 dice.
Okay, and we've decided I need 6s, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So it didn't matter.
Okay.
All right. So now, for this with the wolves, I mean, you were doing. That's the one where it's going to be hard to know.
Just take 2 back.
2 wolves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was either 1 or 2, and if I'm hazy, it should be my bad. So
all right.
That should be to your advantage.
All right. So then we'll put 1 here.
So that makes a big difference.
This guy's tagging along. Whoops.
Because I totally overlooked that new rule that the mounted types can't shoot at all in the rain.
Okay. Fortunately, though, I don't think you attacked anyone else.
Yeah.
That was it. You never attacked the ogres.
Agreed.
Yeah. All right. So that's not that big a deal, actually. I mean, I know it sucks for you.
Yeah. It's awesome. If I'd been cognizant, I would have used the elephants different. I would have been charging into melee.
Well, that's true.
Bad on me.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else this turn? Did you ever shoot your crossbows?
I shot my crossbows. I haven't actually attacked with my elephants now.
Okay.
So what I was about to say when I realized this, because I was about to say elephants have a special ability that they can shoot in melee. And then right next to it says, and they also have no range shot. So that's how that came out. So that goes away.
Okay.
All I can do is melee.
Okay.
These guys can't shoot. Suck. So I get and my attacks are halved in the rain because they're mounted. So I get 1 single die.
Okay.
This
and
unit
you need
is
a 4. Yep. Because their AC is 4, AR is 4, whatever.
Now elephants are really big, so I actually get +2 to hit.
Oh, great! So you just need 2.
I need 2, and if I hit, I do 2 damage. That actually will wipe out 1 figure.
All right.
So I just avoid a 1. Wow, that That's a whole different thing.
All right.
Because that actually, okay, that legitimately takes out
Great.
one wolf.
Great. Okay.
You should keep it there for a morale check.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
But you already made morale checks, right? You've been rolling morale checks all along.
Yeah.
For that, you've already made a morale check for the loss of that figure.
Oh, okay. Right. Good point. Good point.
Jeez.
Okay.
Poop.
Yeah. All right. Good. Good. Well, thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
for rectifying that.
Yeah.
I do need
Apologies,
to make
everybody.
a morale here.
Mhm.
So I think what I'm seeing is I just get the 4 for HD minus 1 for chaos.
Yeah.
So I need to roll a 6.
Yeah.
And I rolled a 6.
Wow. Okay.
Let's get these guys out, and I might as well get rid of this platform.
Yeah. I'm glad I blew up as many as I could.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I can close, unfortunately, because I only have 4.5 inches, and it
Yeah.
takes 4 inches just to get up one.
Right.
So I'm really screwed, I'm afraid.
Right.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do. All right. But. Oh, well, you know what? I can force you to make choices. I can force you to make choices. So, what I will do is. It's my movement turn, right?
It is, yeah.
All right, I want to wrap around here.
Yep.
And then I want it full, just. Yeah, just volleys there. I want to swing this around
Mm-hmm.
on the side. This one?
Yep.
And do a. I can never hit I can't hit anything else. I just realized. That's the armor rating 5 up there.
Right. So if you're in
I
short
can never
range,
hit you.
No, if you're in short range, you could hit with 6.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
All right. Then in that case, I guess I'm going to just do a full movement towards you.
Yeah.
And swinging this one around as well.
Yeah.
Wrap around here,
Yeah.
stay still, and fire here.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, my dragon with armor 6 was the one thing that you couldn't hit at distance no matter what.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
I guess I don't have other armor 6 stuff other than the wizard.
All right.
Yeah, so Julian's, I don't use heavy crossbows very much, and Julian's saying heavy crossbows are one of his favorite units, and it's certainly coming into play tonight.
All right. So I can put 2 around each side. Is that right?
You know, you can move the group 4.5 inches. So if you can measure 4.5 inches from the outside figure, they all just run into contact.
It's like
Yep.
pretty close. Oh, actually, if I go corner to corner,
Yeah.
it works. So I just pivot the whole
Yep.
thing. Okay.
Unfortunately.
And then we'll say these guys are in contact. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. So that's all my movement.
Okay.
So I can't do any attacks over here. So let's do these. So that's 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm 6s.
Yeah, you're just barely in short range. You
Yeah.
get 6s. 20 dice.
Only 1 6.
There's
Oh,
2
2 6s.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm at 4 damage.
All right. 1.
Oh, 5 damage out of 6.
Bummer. All right. And now melee time.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they need 5.
Yeah. Wow.
All right.
2 hits. Okay, so up to 3 out of 6 on that unit.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, I didn't do anything with my ogre.
Yeah. Do something.
All right. I might as well just get up here. I think that's
Yeah.
all I can do, right?
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. So that costs. Yeah. You need another. Yeah. That costs over half your movement, so you can't get up to the third tier. The benefit of being up on a hill took me a while to get up on the hill.
Yeah.
So I have the higher ground.
Yes.
Yeah. So we all know.
Yes.
So my elephants, I have no choice but to get in melee. So
Oh, and this goes with him.
yeah. I'm going to try to charge these wolves.
Okay.
I'm going to try to charge it. So I'm going to have to measure from here, and I'm going to have to be within 4.5.
All right.
These guys stay motionless. So the only movement is this. Am I within 4.5? Oh wow.
Yeah, I mean, I pushed them up to demonstrate
Yeah.
that they were,
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think yes?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So that's 4.5 here. Now these are two separate units. And now my attacks are I'm meleeing here, and what I'm going to do is, so you already have 2 hits on an ogre.
Yeah.
So my storm giant can tag him automatically for 1.
All right.
I'll have my crossbow shoot at it. I'm pretty sure I can hit once.
Okay.
Right. And then my wizard will fireball those goblins that are coming at us.
Okay.
And I will target like somebody in the middle, like this guy.
Okay.
Right. So if I go long or short,
Yeah.
I'm probably going to hit something.
Okay.
Let's resolve that right now. So if I'm within 12, I automatically no. Okay, so I got to roll. So the actual range is that guy right there is I see 13.
Yeah.
13 inches. Okay, so I get 2 shots over there.
Yeah.
That's a 7. That's
Wow.
right. That's 1 figure down.
I guess I'll take the one you aimed at.
Yeah. And the other one is a 9, so that's 15 inches,
Yeah.
which lands on the rear unit. So
This
one?
one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 1 goes off there.
Okay.
So there's the fireballs. So now rolling for my heavy crossbows, I get 3 dice. Yeah, your ogre. I hit on a 6 in the rain.
Why only 3 dice?
It's actually 6.
Yeah. Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said 3 for some
Really?
reason. Yeah. I didn't,
My brain's melting. Apparently, my brain's melting for the situation for my prior horrible glitch. So I need a 6. If I get a 6, the ogre's gone.
Okay.
There's actually 2 6s.
Okay. Wow, that ogre was cannon fodder. So now we're even.
All right, and now my elephants. Again, normally I could shoot in melee, but can't in the rain. So I'm going to get just 2 dice, because that's halved in the rain. Rain sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Rain sucks.
Yeah, tell me about
So I
it.
get 2 dice. I need 2s,
Right.
and every hit is 2 damage. So every hit is 1 figure down.
Okay.
So just don't roll 1s. I rolled a 1, so you lose 1 figure.
All right. All right.
Those
And
are
I
all
keep
my
that
attacks.
damage dice there. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So morale time 4, and then essentially +1,
Yeah.
5, right?
Yep, yep.
So I need to roll a 4.
Yeah.
And I rolled a 4.
That's the 3rd time you rolled exactly what you need.
I only like to roll what I need. I don't like to, okay. Now, this I think is auto
Yeah,
on both.
I agree.
All right, so
Yeah.
we're good.
The ratio is like 9 in each case. If
Yeah.
I'd hit the same unit twice,
That
it'd
would
be
be
a
a
different
different
story, but I
story.
scattered it from one to the other.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right. What is the rule I feel like we talked about this last time. What is the rule about shooting into melee?
If it's okay,
An inch away.
Yeah.
If it's an inch away,
right.
that's definitely an inch away, right?
Well, it's in contact with. So this elephant's in contact with this figure here.
Yes.
So I think the distance is 0.
It would have to be a separate figure that's an inch away.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand now. I understand. Yes, that's right.
Now, last time we politely debated, the ratio of that.
Mm.
So obviously, elephants are bigger than wolves. I could accept 2/3 of the dice on my elephant and 1/3 on your wolves.
Yeah.
Choose to do that.
Okay. You know what? I think what I want to do, it's a really close call here. I want to try to close. It's going to be so close.
Interesting.
But, yeah. So I'm going to do, I can't even hit you until I get in short range. I'm
Right.
definitely not there yet.
Right.
So full movement everybody at you.
Okay.
I think front will try to close.
Mm-hmm.
And no, you know what I'm gonna do? Okay.
So Dan is trying to figure out what to do with his.
All right, I
His
have
goblins
a
here.
different plan.
Mm-hmm.
It's a half move to reform is a full move.
Correct. Is that 4.5 inches? If so, you could be in melee.
Oh, is it 4.5 inches? All right. What I would like to do. This one I want to try to close. This one I'm going to try to reform facing that way.
Okay.
Now, okay, so let's do that.
Okay.
All right. And these are going to move forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually within 4.5.
Now I can move straight ahead.
Yeah,
I don't
totally.
have to.
Yeah,
and
agreed.
I'm good. Okay.
Yeah. Totally.
So I'm just going to literally do that.
Damn.
Now that was 3, I think, inches.
It was more than half.
Yeah.
So,
So no wraparound or one
Correct.
wraparound? Okay.
None.
Okay. So now this, where does the front of it go? Basically, I want to.
So where do you? So you want to just pivot it a bit?
I want to reform it so it's facing towards the front, but then the.
Got it.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
where is the? I'm asking you, where's the front go?
Keep like the center kind of in the center where it is right
So
now.
I can just literally
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Interesting.
All right. Now, that melee time. Oh, I didn't move these.
Right.
guys.
Right. Well. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So now melee time. I'm gonna give you probably don't need this many dice.
No.
So this wolf figure is in contact with both of my elephant figures. You get to pick which one the attack is against.
Okay. Since he's got this many,
Yeah.
I'm gonna attack him.
Okay. So I think you get 1 die from that wolf.
Yeah.
And you have 3 dice from these goblins.
Great.
So I think you get 4 dice on that elephant, and if you can score, the armor's only 5, right? The armor's
So I
only
need a 5 out of
Yeah.
this. 4 dice. I need a 5.
Yeah. Currently
Bye.
There's a hit. Okay, my elephant. That elephant figure is gone.
Okay. Now you don't have to leave it on there because it's a separate.
You're right.
Yeah. I mean, you can just.
I did just to mark
for
the loss to the
the
viewers.
poignant. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then 3
Right.
dice against that one.
One
hit. Okay.
So they're at 4 out of 6 health.
All right.
And that's all your attacks.
Okay. Great. So now, your dice.
Yeah. All right, so I'm meleeing here against these wolves. I'm intrigued by this reformation. I actually am not sure what that's going to do. But I'm meleeing here, so... All right, I'm going to shoot 2 fireballs, so nobody moves. I'm going to shoot 2 fireballs at this unit because it's deeper.
Okay.
Right, so I'm going to shoot at, I don't know, somebody in the middle. That guy with a shield. He seems important, so I'm going to shoot at the standard bearer.
All right.
You know, actually, the angle's better on this. I'm shooting the guy next to the shield bearer.
Okay.
So him. And then everybody else, the crossbows and the storm giant, shoot at this unit of goblins here.
Okay.
That's the plan.
All
Okay,
right.
so first of all, this melee, I get 1 single die, and again, if I avoid a 1, I knock off 1 figure.
All right.
Okay, the wizard. So, the range to this guy is 14.
Yeah.
All right, so if I roll a 7, I'm right on target. I rolled a 6, that's 1 inch short, obviously.
So you're
that's a
going to
hit
hit somebody.
Yeah.
So we take one.
Knock
down.
them off from the end. Again,
Right.
they fill in after that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And 1 more is a 4, that's really low. So I missed it by 3 inches.
Yeah.
So instead of 14, it lands at 11.
It's going to be shy.
Yeah, we're just shy of the whole unit. Jeez.
Great.
Okay.
Okay. Excellent. And now your crossbows, right?
Yes. So my short range is 12. Everybody's clearly within 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, the storm giant's within 20.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So the storm giant automatically knocks off 1.
From this front unit?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I get 6 dice. And I need 5s.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because of the rain. 5s are hits. I have rolled no 5s.
What can I say?
I've rolled 2s and 3s and 4s and no 5s.
All right.
That's all I got.
All right. So morale.
What the heck? Julian's saying this is not a good session for animal welfare
No.
after my elephants went down.
No.
Usually, so, Isabel always liked playing with elephants, and I would always, accuse her of animal cruelty, right? As I eliminated them, I was like, basically, you should feel bad trying to get any kind of emotional advantage.
These poor animals. All right. So, the morale check time.
Yeah.
Is this one still auto? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Yeah, it
8.
is.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. But this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah. Also auto.
Also auto.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I need to put up more casualties at once. Doing
Yeah.
one at a time against a big unit is not useful.
Right. Okay. Over here we have a ratio of 3 to 1
Mm-hmm.
plus 1, really.
Mhm, yeah.
So I need a 5.
Yeah.
Good.
Now you wasted 3 pips. Well,
Wait, yeah, I'm off. Something's off. All
it's
right.
your turn.
All right, it's my turn. I think I'm finally in short range.
You think?
7.5 inches.
Yeah.
I'm gonna gamble and say yes. I think I'm in short range. I think I'm in short range. Yes. So we'll find out, won't we?
Yeah.
But these guys aren't. So I'm gonna do a full movement with these guys.
Got it.
Yeah. And okay, over here. So these guys are staying still.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are full movement. This I want to try to swing around and
Yeah.
engage
Yeah.
from there.
Yeah.
And I want to do a full movement forward with these.
Great.
All right. So the easy stuff first.
For some reason in my head, 4.5 sounds much smaller
Than it really is.
really is.
Yeah.
Yep. See? Yep. Again.
Okay, so let's just, I just want to pivot like
Yeah.
that.
I feel like you can get at least 3 figures.
All right, let's say like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
I'll do it from this side. It's a little clearer what
Yeah.
I'm doing.
Sneaking up the edge of the board.
All right. That's all my movement.
Yeah.
Now,
am
I in range?
Are you within 7.5 inches? I'm gonna be real picky about this. Shit.
Yeah, easily. No problem.
I'll give you the front rank. I don't think the back rank's within 7.5.
Oh, yeah. I was just looking at the front rank. You're right. Yep, you're right. So just the front rank. That's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna measure from
Yeah,
head
check
to
it
head.
out.
Okay, so if we measure head to head like we've been doing, I see eight and a little more inches.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the
So I'll
front.
give you the front rank.
So that means I get 10 dice.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Because you didn't move at all.
Yeah. All right.
Against my crossbows, obviously. You need 6s in the range.
Yes, 6s. Yeah.
Shit, man. What? Are you kidding me?
Mother. 4 6s.
Jesus Christ. And they're only one health. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yikes. Okay.
Jesus H.
All right. So that's that.
Yeah.
Over here I get, what we're going to say, 3 and 3?
Yeah.
All right, so 3 and 3.
Yeah.
And I need 5.
My armor's 5, yeah.
I only got 1 hit.
1, okay, so they're at 5 health out of 6.
Yeah. 1 hit. I think that's all I can do.
Yeah. Crazy. Okay, so my morale, okay, no morale for the elephant, obviously. But morale here is 0.
Yeah.
+1 for health, +1 because I got a hero with me,
Yep.
the wizard. That's it. It's 2. So I need 7 or more.
Okay.
I rolled a 4, and the crossbows are gone.
All right, so crossbows are gone.
Wizard stays.
Yeah,
Wizard is immune to all morale. Take the tray away.
Yeah.
Well. The heavy crossbows have betrayed us, says Julian. And I tried to be a stickler on how many were shooting at me too, and it was enough.
Yeah.
Is the answer. So, what's more likely to break morale, the wolves or the goblins? So I don't think anybody's moving.
Okay.
Now you can't hit my wizard
Not,
for multiple reasons.
No, not range. Not range.
Right, we've got a protection from missile spell on the wizards now, so they're just immune to ranged attacks.
Right.
Plus armor.
The
rain.
cloud giant, if I get in short range, no, I can't because of the rain.
The storm giant is armor 5,
Okay,
so you
I could
can
in short
attack
range.
them in
Okay.
short range. Now again, for a solo figure, I get a save.
You get a save.
Right, even if you manage that.
Yeah.
Crazy. So nobody moves, and I'll just stick with the wolves because they're, I mean, clearly the ratio is better. If I get them down, I could get them down to 2, whereas these guys I can only get them down to 4.
Yeah.
So I think
I
the
hear
ratio is
ya.
better with the wolves.
I hear you.
Yeah. So attacking the wolves, and I think this is still my best shot. So everybody here shoots at these goblins here.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll do that first. So the storm giant knocks off. You know what? I want to do my wizard first.
Yeah.
So if they're within 12, I can automatically. So I'm gonna aim at the front guy.
You're within 12.
Right. So I'm gonna aim at the front guy. That's automatic. So 2 fireballs plus the storm giant. 3 figures go down.
Is that this?
It is. Yeah.
Oops. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
And then my elephants on the wolves. Again, I got 1 die. I'm looking to avoid a 1. and I have rolled a 1. And I scored no hits.
Yikes. Okay. That's it?
That's it.
I think, first of all, I need to check morale. So
Yeah.
that's 1,
It is.
and that's all I get.
Yeah.
So I actually need to roll an 8.
Mhm.
That's probably not going to happen. Okay, so
Good.
these guys are gone. Now, that takes care of morale.
Yeah.
So now my movement. Full movement.
Yeah.
I want to wrap around here all I can.
Yes. Yes.
Although, actually, do I?
Yeah. Do you?
Because if I don't wrap around, then I can immediately move away, right?
This is true. This is a factor. Yeah. Yeah. You have a hard choice. And of course, Julian's asking, has my wizard used their spell yet? And I still haven't. I still have this in my hip pocket. And Julian's saying, maybe it's move Earth, and I can just move this whole hill away from you if I wanted to.
Maybe you could.
And use it like a big ship.
Yeah.
All right. What is it? It's a big mystery.
All right. So here's the deal. Full movement here.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to kick myself if I don't wipe you out. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap around.
Okay.
And then over here, half movement
Yeah. Oh.
towards the storm giant.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. It's just right on the cusp of feasibility.
All right. 4.5.
Yeah.
And then wrapping will get me what?
The rule is if you're not otherwise moving, you can bring 3 around on each side.
All right. So we'll just say
Yeah.
1, 2,
Yep.
3.
Yep. Totally.
And then 1, 2.
Yeah.
And then can I get another one over here? Or
I'm gonna say no. It's
Okay.
3 on that side.
okay, so we'll get them
Yeah.
in here, or how would that work? No, just leave it alone.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna.
I mean, he's going down. It's okay. I'm not worried. And did I do everything? Yeah, that's everything. Did I
you
move this yet?
I don't think you moved those.
Oh,
guys.
I didn't move this yet.
Yeah.
That's
you said
important.
half. So 2 1/4, sir.
Yes, 2 1/4.
2 1/4. Julian's pointing out that if I cast Move Earth, the hill would be faster than most of the units on the table.
You know what? I think I'm actually better off moving straight ahead 2 1/4 than trying to pivot. Because all I need is this guy to be in range. Am I correct in that assumption?
We've been measuring, every separate figure, right? We're measuring every
Right.
separate figure. So
Right.
if just that guy's in range, you get 1 die. You get 1 guy.
One
shooting.
die, right.
If,
Right, sir. I still want to do that. I don't care. And is this guy at the edge of the blue, or
he can be, yeah. If you
okay,
wanna-
okay. There you go. Okay. And then
Yeah.
this was just behind
You
there.
know, it's a tight game when we're looking at 1/4 of an inch adjustments like that.
Okay, I think I've
Yeah.
finally done all
Okay.
my movement.
Yeah.
So, moment of truth.
Yeah. Trying to shoot at my storm giant. Are you within 7.5?
It's like exactly 7.5.
Okay.
Why don't you take a look and see what you think?
Oh yeah. I'll give you. I'll give you the whole front rank, frankly.
I don't know, that last one-
If I go base to base, it's that last one's in
Okay.
range. Yeah.
Okay, I'll
I'm
take
not
it.
giving you the back rank.
No. Okay, so then I need 6s and I get 5 dice, right? Because I moved to
Yes.
half.
Exactly. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. So just barely short range. My armor's 5. You do need shit. Okay.
So
but
now
I
you
get a
make a
save.
save,
I
yeah.
get a save. Okay. I'm gonna roll this big. Roll this big blue one.
And what is it you need again?
So, so if he was man size like my wizard, I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's a 2 in 6 chance this works. Okay, ranged hits require a confirm roll of 6 versus man-sized or 5 to 6 versus larger. So, so I'm gonna have you roll this, and if you can roll a 5 or 6 on that, you have tagged my storm giant.
Okay. No.
No. Okay. All right. So too small of a target.
Yes.
Didn't eliminate it that time. Good try.
All right. So now melee.
Yes.
All right. So I'm gonna do. I get 1 rear attack.
You do. You do.
So I just need a 4.
Yeah. Shit, man.
So that's it.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
Curtains.
So all my elephants are gone. So I got 2 solos.
Mm-hmm.
And some of us have been wondering about like an all solo army, and that's what I currently have. See, it's just coming down to these 2. Look at my wizard and my storm giant against basically your whole remaining army. We're here. We're here for the fight. So all right, you've got a hit on your wolves, and my storm giant can automatically tag you for 1 hit. That's going to trigger a morale check.
Okay.
Right. So I do that, and then I shoot fireballs at these oncoming goblins. I'm going to shoot at this guy.
Yeah.
And right, it's within 12, so I
Yeah,
automatically
just
hit that
2
twice.
guys,
So
yeah.
2 figures go down there. All right, got to remember that. And it's your morale check.
All right. So for the wolves, it's 2 plus 1. That's 3. I need 6.
Yeah. Finally.
Wolves. Okay.
Finally.
Over here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 2. That's 3.
Yeah.
So I need a 6.
Yeah.
Fine.
Oh, very nice. And it's your turn.
All right. Well, I know these first 5 are
Yeah.
in, and I haven't moved. So that's 10 dice against this guy.
You're right.
All right. So I'm not going to move him at all.
Yep.
I'm going to reform this.
Yep.
This I'm going to do a full movement.
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to reform the same facing of it
Yep.
that we're in. So I didn't need to do that after all, but darn it, I did. Okay. 4.5. There we go. I think I'll go a little bit more like that.
Yeah.
If I can squeeze by there.
That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, you can put this back where it was there. Okay, and then, yeah. 4, 5, 10. Okay.
10 dice at my storm giant.
And I need a 6 to get a savings throw. Is that
Correct.
right?
That's right. Oh, jeez, that's like... You gotta be kidding me. Are you kidding me?
What was the one on the floor?
You re-roll it over.
Re-roll
here.
again. Okay.
Okay.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Jesus
hits.
Christ.
Possible
Now, if it was,
hits.
now, thank God it's raining because you would have tagged him 7 times. But
So-
now you only got 4.
Okay, so we agree it's 4. 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4.
Okay, so you're going to roll 4 sixers.
Where's the big one?
We'll just roll 4 of those.
Okay.
So you roll 4 of those
Oh,
sixes.
yeah,
If
yeah.
any of them come up 5 or 6, that confirms the hit on the smaller than normal solo.
Okay.
5 or 6. Shit!
I got a 6.
And the storm giant goes down.
Okay, great.
My solo storm giant goes down.
That's good news.
Well, what the hell?
I really wanted that to happen. All right, well, that's the end of my turn, I believe.
I blow up 2 of those goblins.
On the front?
Yeah. Make a morale check.
Yes, sir. That's 4 to 2 is 2, so I need to roll 7.
Yeah.
I did.
You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me.
All right. I mean, obviously, I want nothing more than to close on you. So that's what I'm going to start trying to do. So these guys are gonna come at you kind of over here. These guys this way, then that way.
Okay.
Just
Okay. So what's going to happen here is Dan's going to get in contact. You cannot shoot my wizard in any way for at least 3 different reasons. When you get in contact, you can only attack with 1 single figure, and you're going to need a 6.
right. Now over here,
Yeah.
it's 4 to get up.
So let's say that you're moving 4.5 actual inches, right?
Yes.
And it costs 2 of those 4.5.
But the rain doubles it, right? The rain doubles the elevation penalty.
Right, and so that's accounted.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm confused now. I'm sorry.
So we could so going up is 4 inches, but it's 4 inches off their full 9-inch movement.
Oh.
Right. So if we just cut everything by half, cut everything in sight by half.
Okay.
Right. It's going to we're going to charge 2 inches off your 4.5.
Okay. So so then it does look like I can move. So 2 and so there's like a 2.5.
Yeah.
So 2.5. I can do that.
Yeah,
I can
yeah,
get
yeah.
up there.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna go up there, like here, I think,
Yeah.
roughly.
Yeah.
Okay. And these guys will get, the platform's kind of in the way. Can I get rid of the platform or?
Yes.
Okay. So
Unfortunately.
they'll. I'll figure this out in a minute. Okay. So 4.5.
Be out there.
Thank you. All right. So they're at the precipice
Yeah.
as well.
Okay. Probably.
These fellows. I think I already moved that, didn't I? Shoot, now I'm confused. I moved them. Yes, I
Yeah?
moved. I
Did
definitely
you?
moved
Okay.
it. Yes, I definitely moved
All right.
it.
And you just reformed this. That's why they're further ahead.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Done. I'm
Yeah.
done. So
Okay.
do your worst.
I mean, yeah, I shoot 2 of these goblins that are closer.
The close ones.
Yeah, yeah.
These
Yeah,
guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if I can break their morale,
Yeah.
then it's going to take another turn for anyone that gets in contact.
Yeah.
This here.
All right.
That's
So
what I'll
now, I need to roll an 8.
Yeah. You got to be shitting me, man! You've got to be kidding me! He rolled an exact 8 again. What the hell?
All right. So I think I might be able to close on you now. I mean,
I hate to say it, but
it's 4.5 minus 2, so 2.5.
Yeah.
2.5.
yeah. I hate to say it, but yeah,
Okay.
that's
So
insane.
these 2 guys are on you now.
Yeah,
These will just get up 1.
agreed.
Okay. Right to the edge,
Yeah,
I think.
exactly.
Yeah, basically here, and I guess these guys will be 2.5.
Put the two top front guys up on the ledge.
Okay,
and
just
you
I
pay-
could probably do this actually. Is that
Yeah,
okay?
Sure.
Okay. All right. So now I get an attack roll,
You do. Only one figure can attack a solo.
but so your armor is what?
My armor is 6. Oh shit. Therefore, you need what to hit me?
A 5.
Yeah.
Because of
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Shall we?
Yeah.
But I get 2 dice. No, one
Just
figure.
one. Just one. Yeah, just one.
Okay.
Ah.
Live
Okay.
to fight another day.
So now it's my turn, and so now we get to debate about.
About the wand.
Yeah.
Well, you tell me, Dan. I don't know. What does the model do? That's got to be the determining factor here tonight, at least. Not for eternity. But.
It probably lets me shoot, but that doesn't make any sense. I don't like shooting a goblin with a fireball right in front of my face because it hit me.
Well, what is the D&D rule for wands in melee?
I think it's well. I mean, you can use the wand. I mean,
Right.
that's pretty conventional.
But the fireball is the issue.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, because I mean, if I plant it right in front of me, I would be in range of my own fireball. So what can my wizard do in this hideous situation? So here we've run into something I didn't consider. A lone wizard with a fireball wand.
yes, in melee.
So Julian's thinking about this, and thank you for that. She's saying, well, if wizards don't have a melee attack, and they don't at this scale, they should be able to use the wand because it's the only attack that I have.
Yeah. But
I hit the unit and back twice.
well, wait a minute.
Yeah.
You couldn't use it against the people who can kill you? I mean, you should do what's
I
usually
hate that. I hate that.
because it just seems.
Look, I feel like even if I wipe out that unit, you can get in contact next round anyway. So you're gonna be making an attack.
Well,
one
that's
way or the
true.
other.
Yeah.
So I'll just tag just to assuage my own feelings about that. I'm gonna hit you twice back there,
All right.
and that forces a morale check, I think.
It does. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 by 2 is 3.
Yeah.
So I,
six.
6.
You've got to be kidding me. You just got to be kidding me. Is that like the 5th time you get exactly what you need?
I don't know.
That's unreal. It's your turn.
All right. So it's going to be like a half movement to get there, and then I can wrap one around. How's that going to work?
I think you're just blocked. I think you're blocked by your own unit.
By my own unit.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So this guy.
Unless you like pivot and reface and start moving in another direction or something like that.
Okay. So I can move another 2 and a quarter
Yes,
inches.
agreed.
Okay. Do it like this. That's so I can get the front to here.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay. Yeah, thanks. Prop something under there. Thanks.
There.
Perfect. Here I can move 2 and a quarter, right?
Yeah.
So that'll just get them on the.
Yep.
Sort of like this, maybe.
Yeah.
So
Andaeus the Wicked.
yeah, it gets now. I get another. If I
You
get a
do-
5,
Yeah. It's a 2.
live to fight another day.
I shoot that unit twice more.
Okay. So now it's 2. So I need a 7.
Yeah.
Damn.
Finally, Snake Eyes.
Okay.
Finally.
Adeus's last stand here.
Yeah.
All right. I need a 5, right?
Yeah.
Oh, let me do my movement. Hold on.
Yeah.
So I can close
Yeah,
here. And that's less than half a movement. That was only like
True.
an inch and change. So I can
True.
wrap around.
Yeah, if you want.
All right. So one here. And one here.
The wizard is totally surrounded.
All right.
But you're still only getting one die to
Right,
attack.
I understand.
There's only 10 people can get in contact.
All right. We'll just move these all the
Yeah.
way like that or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Okay. So now 1 and a 5.
Yeah.
Right?
1. I shoot 2 of these guys.
These guys.
Yep.
So morale check.
Yeah.
3.
Mm-hmm.
So I need 6.
Yeah. Oh, boxcars. Holy shit.
All right, I need a 5, right?
Yeah. 4. I shoot 2 of these guys.
All right, I need a 7 this time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
of
roll
course.
that. You're doing what I do when I get. Okay, that's.
So these are gone.
Those are gone.
Okay. All right. So I need a 5, right?
Correct. You want to move these guys up?
Oh, might as well. Yeah.
Just say that. Blam.
Okay.
1. I shoot 2 of these guys.
So that's 8 to 2.
Yeah.
So that's 4.
Yeah.
I need a 5,
Yeah.
right?
That's good.
And I need a 5, right?
Yeah. Damn it!
So he's
Jeez,
gone?
yeah, absolutely, yeah. So it has it's 1 hit, and solos only have 1 health, and my wizard is terminated by an enormous, mob of goblins.
Oh my god, what a game.
Ah,
What a game.
jeez, I thought I had a chance there at the end, actually.
Yeah, I was actually starting to sweat. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
no, he is not gonna pull this out. I am never coming back.
That's tricky. That's a slightly uncomfortable ruling there about the wizard. The wizard alone, can they fireball the thing that's in melee with them? Interesting. Write down that.
You
note.
never used your spell.
Okay, so the reveal is it was lower water. It was lower water that only works on a stream or a pond or a marsh. So I couldn't use this at any point during the game, and I was intentionally hyping it up just to try to confuse you, frankly.
Could use my spell.
Yeah, exactly, right? If it was actually something, I probably wouldn't have mentioned it. So I bring this going, oh yeah, because I think in the past I'd be like, marsh, stream, pond, that's not very many things, but every single time we play, one of those things always
Except
shows
tonight,
up,
of course.
right? And one of the best things in the world would be to have a stream and think that you're blocked, and just all of a sudden
just
stream's
boom.
not there, and all my forces run forward, right?
Yeah.
That has actually been available in every one of our last 3 or 4 games.
Yeah.
And then no terrain shows up, and I absolutely cannot use that spell.
What a trip. Ah.
Well,
So the Goblin Archers, not bad, huh?
and that was in rain.
And that was in rain.
That was in rain.
I like Goblin Archers.
Yeah. Isabel did too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pull this back here. So that's the ending board game.
I had some serious against the odds morale stuff going on this time.
The sequence was
Yeah,
unlikely.
yeah.
A lot of them you were gonna make like a 5 or a 6, or you're probably gonna make that. But the at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 exactly on the target that you needed, that was
That was
impressive.
that was
That was marvelous.
that was extra. But I do think even just I think I passed more morales than I should have. I think I got lucky with morale.
People on Discord were pointing out last time, right, that I was getting lucky with morale.
Well, no,
right? They were saying I was being forced to make morale checks, and if it hadn't gone my way, then I would have lost the last game.
Oh
So-
yes, that didn't go unnoticed. But the balance was restored.
Law of large numbers.
Yes.
Law of large numbers, yeah. Yeah, the goblins are interesting. Now, obviously we had much less terrain than normal, and that's how the dice come up. And then, but I think that made all of us think it was going to be a very fast-moving, you were hoping to use the Wolf Riders in a fast way.
I know.
And then the rain came in, and it turned into a quagmire as usual.
Total.
So, surprise. Now, I could have... So obviously my Storm Giant has control weather,
Yeah.
and I could have made it cloudy and removed that. But if I'm facing off an army of almost entirely Goblin Archers, no way am I going to do that. No way am I going to do that.
No.
So I played as well as I could.
Yeah.
I got a lot of goblins blown up by fireballs at the end.
You sure did.
But you played super well.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very
You
much.
played super well. And I tagged your Lord early on.
Yeah, you took him out right away.
So one way or another,
Mm-hmm.
the fireballs have a pretty good chance of tagging a solo unit.
The fireballs are really
Yeah.
scary stuff.
Yeah.
No matter how you do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And it was probably key that that very first batch of goblins survived the dragon and could turn around and take it out.
Right.
That was. I thought I was going to roll up that whole
That's
side of the
right.
board,
Your
right?
dragon did like nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was. But that's
That's how it goes.
that's how it goes. That's the game.
That's fun.
Good job. All right. So some comments here. So at the end, when my wizard was blowing up goblins after goblins, and you were rolling 1, 2, 3, Julian was saying, "This is ridiculous," and I love it.
Yeah, it's Goblin barbecue over here.
We tried. And then the other thing Julian's saying is perhaps a bit ironically, I think archers are more valuable in rain because their ranges are greater than the halved or quartered movement.
Oh.
Oh. Even with the -1 to hit.
That's right.
Oh.
You know, I did find it actually, it's funny he says that because I did find like, wait, I can really easily calculate how far to move without being closed on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it became very easy for me to just be like, yeah, I can do a full movement and I'll be fine until next turn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like I guess it depends on what the target armor is, right? So if it I was trying to use lesser seen units here, so I a lot of the time I take heavy horse, right, which is armor 6. And I avoided that tonight. I didn't have a bunch of units that were armor 6. If I had any, they would have been immune to ranged attacks.
Totally immune.
To the goblins, and I didn't happen to have that on the table. Whereas armor 4, like my goblin lights, you can tag them long range, you can tag them short range.
Yep.
So whereas the armor 6 units go from 16% chance to 0%, the light armor units are going like from 50% to hit to just 33%.
Right.
So I can see Julian's point there, particularly if you've got light armor opponents.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I just remembered, I beat you with a point penalty. I only used 499 points. So, and he used a full 500. So, yeah.
All right, okay, fine. A plus. Fine, I'll give you the A plus. The other thing Julian's saying there is that he did kind of prefer the first edition Book of War weather rule that had light rain and heavy rain because it changes the tactics. Whereas here, it seems like it's mostly the same tactics, just slower play. Interesting.
Okay. And I don't remember. I never really played first edition, so.
Yeah, I think I think technically I was calling it rain and storm. I think, and rain was one thing, and storm. I think the thing is the stormy weather just totally zeroed out all ranged attacks. And I wasn't super thrilled. See that I think some of us were saying, would you really fight in a lightning storm?
I mean, it makes it so swingy.
Yeah.
Like, I know it would be factored into the simulation, but it gets super swingy.
Yeah, also, I felt like, here the game is slightly slower with rain, whereas with stormy weather, it's just like the game just stops.
Yeah.
Or close to it, and I wasn't happy about that texture, frankly.
Yeah.
But thanks for the input. Maybe I should reconsider that, Julian. Yeah, cool. So I didn't see any solo on solos. Maybe that'll happen next time. My plan was to roll up all your goblins and then have the dragon go off to the Lord.
Yeah,
was my plan.
Yeah,
I didn't get to execute that.
Best laid plans.
Yeah. Literally, the first contact with the enemy blew that up. So congratulations. Good job.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. It was a lot of fun.
I'm going to lick my wounds and see what I could do better next time.
Okay.
So we'll be back in 2 weeks, hopefully.
Yes, we will.
Awesome. Fantastic. Yeah. And Paul and I will be back for the Wandering DMs talk show on Sunday, as usual. And if you're not a patron, join us at patreon.com/wanderingdms, and the conversation continues on our Discord server. You get there, and we have, after the talk show on Sunday, we always have continued video chat on Discord, so we enjoy seeing everybody that can join us then. We'll be back in 2 weeks, and I'll be back next Thursday, 8:30 p.m. for more Polar Radiance as I kind of wrap up the end game there. I've entered the graveyard area finally. Okay. So last time I was fighting a whole bunch of hideous level-draining undead, which everybody enjoys literally to death. So I get to do more of that, and hopefully people can tune in and give me advice if I need it going through the that penultimate graveyard area. So leave a comment if there's something that you saw here that you think we can tweak or something you want to see in our next game. We've been talking about, once in a while we do let the viewers pick the armies for us.
Oh yeah, let's do
Would
that.
you consider doing that for next
Absolutely.
time? Okay, so again, if you're on Discord, I'll post a message, and if there's an army that you wanted us to use and haven't seen yet, feel free to vote on that. We'll pick 2 random selections.
Okay.
If more than one person does that, and we'll plan to eat somebody else's dog food next time.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah. All right. That's the plan for next time.
Don't let us down.
So join us on Discord, and we'll see you then.
See you then.
Take care, everybody. Thanks for joining us.